Okay, we see the design right over here. Doesn't seem like much. We're going to start it here. This is a square in the center. That's 1. This is north. This is south. Everything is by 2. There's an above and a below because then we have an in-between. Otherwise, we couldn't have an in-between. It'd be the same thing as if I did this, right? But now I have my in-between, and there we go. Now we have a true in-between on line coordinates, and we have a true in-between on line coordinates, right? Now we're going to take it to what it looks like in the second level. In the second level, it looks like this. And we're going to show you how we design this because it's not just the way you think it is. Okay? We take this out. We keep this design over here, right? Now we have a box. So now we have right here, okay? This is north and this is, let's call it east. Okay? This is north and let's call this west. Let's call this south, and let's call it west, and let's call this southeast. Now what I want to do is I want to bring everybody to own this center. So now I'm going to own the center. So now I need to go either 1, 2, boom, and boom. This one owns the center. Now this one owns the center, this one owns the center, and this one. They're all owned by the center. Now one owns in its own group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One owns 8. But in the house of birth, we now go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now 1 is in the corner of 8. 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 1 is now 84. This is Pluto. Pluto in Mars and inside of Neptune. But when it becomes the birth, okay, Neptune becomes the spirit alpha. 4 is now reversed to Earth. You now have 1 and 3 alternate current inside Earth. 9, 9, 9, 9 equals 36. But this one is not counted in any, becomes 32 of 36. 32 is your communication doorway. This becomes 16 and 18, which becomes 7 and 9. That is the totality. You say this one, you get this one. You say this one, you get this one. So it doesn't matter because the reality is it's all passage through 1 and 8. Now, when we do it this way, here's where we get the design of the flag. Where is this flag in the world? Then we get our 8. Then we get our 8. And now we get our 8. Our 8. 18th letter times 8 equals to 144, 1440 minutes in a day. 9 times 8 equals 72, which is the half day, times 5 is 360 degrees. So now if I would draw a line all the way down this way, all the way down this way, okay, I would end up with, let me count, 1, 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. This would be the cutoff over here. If I would count and go down here and here, I will end up with 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see that? I'd have to start from here. It was the top square. It would be from here to here is 13. From here to here is 13. From here to here, okay, is 13. And from here to here is 13. The total is 52. But when you count, right, and you get here, it's 13, you start here. You count 13, you end up over here. You start here. You count 13, you end up over here. And in the last one, you can no longer count 13. All you're counting is 7. Right? Excuse me. All you're counting is you didn't count 1 here, and you don't count 1 here, and you don't count 1 here. So it's going to be 13, 13, 13, right? And then you're going to count 13, 13, 13 is 42, and then you're going to count 6. That's exactly what it is. 48, because the total around here is 48, but it's 13, 13, 13, and 13. That's equal to 52, but you're only going to count the total of 48. This becomes 24. This becomes 26. The dog and the cat. This becomes 13. This becomes 12. Would you like to see 13 and 12? 13 and 12. 4 king, 3 queen, DC, the king and the queen together. I do want to add in one thing in this video. 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 28, 29, 30, and 34, 35, 36. What they all have in common is they're the last three numbers for their section of 12, for their section of 6, 12. The first section is 6, we won't count. Then we end at 12, we end at 18, we end at 24, we end at 30, we end at 36. I stop at 36 because the numerological count on the roulette spinning universe of life in the casinos is 36. This is black, this is black, this is black, and this is black. These are all in the centers. 29 is the birth, 11, and 2 is in Venus. Now we're going to go red. Red in the top left, 10, 26, 36, 46, 56, 62. The next count is 62, and that is the queen. And the next count is 12, 30, and 30 is 60, and 36 is 96. The rotation of man. Okay, watch all the numbers the way they're going to be so similar in here. Okay, now what we're going to take out is we're going to take out the black. 22, 24, and over here it's 28. These are my blacks. The left side black equals to 50. The right side, the left side black is equal to 50. The right side is equal to 24. 50 and 24 is 74. Jesus in the creation of man and the rotation of the queen's world of birth. Beta, beta, birth, birth, one man. 50 stars, 56, the number we're going to get to 56. And this is a Fibonacci grid over here. Here's our 56. When we get to 56 in Fibonacci, 56 and 35 is 91. 56 becomes 11, becomes 8, becomes 19, becomes the spirit, becomes 2, becomes, let me see what this is. This becomes 2 over here. When I bring this down, we don't want to work on this one. So let's skip this one over here. I'm going to show you the next page what happens in this number over here. It's uncanny that when we work back to 35 and 21 is 56, right? This is the strike. EC, this is the échec. You have been checkmate. On this number, you now get the checkmate. Checkmate. Where is it? 5 and 3 is checkmate. Electric company. HCE, right? Now we get to 5 and 8. Now 8 and 6 are the opposite, and it says it again. The 6 is now opposite. We now have 56. ECAB. Check the father. Check the father. When we do all the combinations, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 times 56 is 10 and 12. 3 times 56 is 15 and 18. This one is the creation of the golden man right over here. This Owen says O&R gold. 4 times, no matter what I do with these numbers, 6 times 6 is 36, 6 times 5 is 30. All these numbers of 56 multiplied by all the numbers up to 9, you will get 99, 88, 77, 66. This is the golden ratio, and this is in your red sun. When we do it 56, okay, and 35, which is the next level, nothing moves. Okay, nothing moves from 56. The total is 91, okay? Electric company, created with Father, electric company, created with the Son. Now, 2 times 9 is 18, 1 and 8 is 9. 7 times 9 is 63, 6 and 3 is 9. All we go up is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is never going to be a 1. There will never be a 1 in actuality. But 1 will always be switched to 7. 7 is the gateway for the 9 birth. And the 9 birth is always in our mind because we're always bringing up brand new things in our mind. So man lives 6 and he rotates and his mind is 9. Okay, the function. Now I wanted to show you this. I showed you that. We have 56 times 9 equals to the foxhole in the sun. 56 times 8. This is perfect. This is 88. I'm going to show you why that is so perfect. Because in this design of 13 by 13, there are 169 areas. In the 169th area, this one is the 169th area. Each one of these, okay, is 168. That means there has to be how many here, how many here, how many here, and how many here. 40 times 40. 40, 80, 160. Now we're missing Okay, we're going to continue on right now. So what do we expect? We expect there's an odd number. How do we figure this out? Because the 1 in the center here, it owns all of this. And the 1 in the center here owns all of this. It owns 6, 1, 6, 6, 1, 6. That means in each corner is 36. 3 and 6, 9. 3 and 6, 9. 3 and 6, 9. 3 and 6, 9. 9, 6, 1, 6, 6, 1, 9, 6, 6, 1, 9, 6. But 1 is actually 3. Follow me? Because it's in between two sides. 1 is actually 3. The left and the right and the center. The left, the right, and the center. So these end up owning 18. We would end up taking away here. We would take away this one set of rules here, 6. One set of rules here, 6. This one will be 18. This one will be 18. This one will be 18. And this one will be 18. The total is 72 plus 1, 73. You get 72 and 1 of a total of 169, right? Take away 73 equals to 96, equals to 24 and 18. Rx. Why? The size of the sun. We don't want to talk about it right now, but that's what it takes away. I didn't think about the reality or its answer. So we have a total of here of 24. The day of man, the day of man, the day of man. But in this position, there's actually only 23. Because in this corner, you go to jail, right? But that's not true, because if I take away this whole corner, that means I take away 4. Every corner has a value of 4. So that would be 20 and 4 equals to 24 total. Why? Because the corners here, this is 4, this is 2. 2, 2, 2. And then here's the train set. 2, 4, 6, 8 train. 2, 4, 6, 8 corner. 2, 4, 6, 8 train. So the trains would be 2 positions. The trains take up 2. These take up 2, 2, 2, 2. So you go 2, 2, 2, 2, train 2. So you go 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 2, 8, 4, you're on the moon. 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 2, you're on the moon. 8, 4, you're in the moons of Pluto. The moons of Mars and Neptune in the water worlds, where you're sunk into some kind of deep, I don't even know what. But anyways, let's end it right here. But we're not all here in mind. Raphael 7286, thank you for watching.